not feeling this hair. Can't wait for Kurt to slay my life. But I needed to say this. I just really just wanted to vlog this. And I know this is like casual and me just whipping the camera out. No like warning. But hey, that's why you guys love coming here, right? I need your help, okay? Anyone who watches these videos consistently or kind of just wants to contribute your opinions to this, for those of you who are reserve flight attendants, please help me out and please let me know what the struggle is. It might, I mean, I'm really asking for help on this one. I don't care if the comment is like 10 paragraphs long, or if you just want to message me and then tell me how to like say this to other people, but I have been having this happen, especially Snapchat DMs about it, and it's really starting to kind of like bother me, and I feel like I just want to like help someone out with this. I've had people that say, oh my gosh, I found your videos, I got through the interview process, I finally got the job or whatever, and then they're on reserve and the job is nothing like what they thought it would be. They're upset about it. They're not like blaming me or anything, saying, oh, you know, I know we work for different companies, but the experience you're going through as a flight attendant is nothing like what I'm going through. And I get it, because I did have a lot of struggles when I first started transitioning into this lifestyle, because it is a lifestyle and it's a drastic change compared to your normal 9-to-5 job. But this reserve life seems to really be like hard, and really like a lot of people I think struggle with it, and I don't know if it's talked about, because I really don't watch that many YouTubers that are flight attendants, or I don't watch any, to be honest, that are flight attendants. The only YouTubers I watch are British, and that's not because I don't want to be like watching other you know, flight attendant vloggers, but that's just because vlogs can take up so much time in the day, and I'm having to like catch up and do all this other stuff, and I just don't have time to just like watch someone else, because I have to binge watch. I have to see you from the beginning to the end. I can't just dive into the middle. That's just not me. And let's be honest, Netflix is getting it right now with all these new seasons and everything. But long story short, reserve life, what is that like? Like, I know a little bit about it, but I feel like my information, it's secondhand, so I don't know how accurate it is, or it's me, you know, someone telling me their story and me just kind of repeating it, but I don't have any experience with it. And you guys, no matter how many questions you all ask about it, I'll never be able to give you like the right answer, I feel like. Let me sit this down, because my arm is like, Ashley, what are you doing? Ugh, okay. Let's see. Is this okay? I feel like this is okay. So basically, I will never be on reserve. When I started out as a flight attendant, I held a line. So what that means is I know my schedule a month in advance. So when my schedule releases for Atlanta, I see all my trips. I see exactly what cities I'm going to, exactly when my A days are, exactly what days I'm off. And the only thing that really ever changes can be while I'm on the trip. Like, it's not like I start a 3-day trip on the first of the month and they're like, oh, just kidding, it's kind of windy out here, but I hope you guys can hear me okay. It's not like I started a 3-day trip on the first and they're like, oh, just kidding, we actually need you on the 3rd. That doesn't happen. When I'm off, on my off days, I am untouchable. I can't be called in for anything. Now, we have A days, which are our on-call, closest thing we have to reserve days. But even with the company that I work for, those days I get a say-so on like what potentially could be given to me as far as a trip, and most times I get what I ask for. I have had really good luck with it. So I'm hearing that when you're on reserve, you're basically airport standby. So you're coming to the airport from 9 to 12 or however, I don't know what the set time will be, and you're just waiting on a trip, seeing what they give you. And I don't know, with seniority, obviously when you're brand new you get the crumbs. So what a trip is like at a low seniority with a reserve airline, I have no idea. I don't know. Every airline is so different, and even though we all do the same thing and we all like get on the flight, set up our galley, you know, serve the passengers, that job flow is the same. What the job entails and what specifically your schedule is like and how that works is drastically different for every airline. So I want to try to make this as general as possible, but in situations like this, it's really, really, really difficult for me to be able to contribute my opinion and say anything else, because I don't know. I don't want to be like not helping, and I don't want, you know, your questions to go unanswered, but I'm not reserved, and I feel like it's this difficult thing, and it has like a lot of cons to it, and I hate that. But honestly, most airlines are reserved. Like most airlines, you start on reserve. You don't hold a schedule, you don't hold a line, you go where they tell you to, you show up when you want to. I think you might be off larger spans of days, but essentially that's how most domestic airlines, to my knowledge, work. You're on call, and I don't know when you become junior, when you become senior, if 5 years is considered, oh okay, you get a line. If 25 years, you're just now getting it. I do not know. So if anyone is on here and sees this and is reserved, please leave any feedback down below. Or if you guys, I know some of you all probably, this can't be the only place you come to for information if you're looking and really doing your research and stuff, and this is something that you need to find out. I know that there are other flight attendant vloggers out there, so maybe if someone else has found a video that's helpful, leave that link down below, or like a link to another vlogger maybe that is a reserve flight attendant. Anything like that would be helpful, because by all means, I'm not selfish or like stingy with the YouTube love. Like, share the love. If there's another vlogger out there that I knew that could help you guys to go check out their channel, by all means I would send you there. But I am so not helpful with that, because literally Beauty Crush and Zoella are my life. That's so sad. But I don't like the fact that people are disheartened kind of, and they're like, oh my gosh, Ashley, you not enough to Paris and you went to Jamaica and the Bahamas on your off days. I can't do that with my airline. Or how is it that you got upgraded to first class with your airline? Ours doesn't let us do that. And like, just hearing things like that, it's kind of like nothing I can say. I'm just like, that's how our rules are. They're different. But do not get me wrong, like I love my comp, like love them, because in the grand scheme of things, even though a lot of times I have been in situations where I'm like, this sucks, like this is crazy, like the good outweighs the bad for me, and having a schedule helps out quite a bit with that, you know, at least knowing what days I'm gonna be off so that I can have some kind of life, and like tell my families, hey, Wednesday I'm free, you know, like little things like that really help. And just focusing on the good instead of the bad. But I honestly, I can't imagine if I was completely reserved, full reserve for 30 days, not knowing where I'm going every single day. I don't know what it would be like for me. I don't know. I feel like I could do it if I had to, but at some point I would need to like get some kind of pattern, like figure out what is going on. Because even now with my schedule, when it comes out, I bid and I look at it and I'm like, that I asked for the opposite of everything that was given to me. And I learned to work with it, just because realistically at my seniority, I'm not gonna get what I want, and I'm okay with that. But people, when you sign that contract with these airlines, read it. Like, you're giving your life on holidays, on weekends. You're saying that, you know, things might change last minute. When a thunderstorm hits a base, when a thunderstorm hits in a large city, the implications and the domino effect that it takes on your schedule, on the ramp, people having to come back in, on ground traffic control having to change people around, on you having to deadhead here. You were supposed to have this layover for 20 hours, but now it's turned into 11 because they need you to work this trip. That happens. That is this industry. If you don't want a job where things change all the time, do not apply to be in aviation. If you don't want a job where one day you're going to Paris and the next day you're going to Brussels and the next day you're going to Amsterdam, when you're 30-year seniority, don't apply for aviation. It has no consistency. The only thing constant is change with this. So I'm saying that just to say, apply for this job and genuinely have the urge to just be all kinds of things thrown at you. You have to roll with the punches. You have to be flexible. You have to be consistent, and that is tough for some people. Think that they want it. They think that they can deal with it, and they're like, yeah, I'm up for it. I just want to travel. But then they get into this life, and they're like, I can't deal with this. I can't do this. It's too much. And I hate that, because even with my company, there are people that apply, that get it, that get through the crazy training process and still leave, as with any job. Or people that apply and get it and don't like the job and just do it because they see it as a job. But I want people to be applying and love it, and I want you all to focus on the perks of it and the fact that you can go anywhere, and essentially the world is yours, like, that's given to you, but it comes with time. Like, I think, and sometimes I feel bad when I post things on Instagram and I'm like, you know, I don't know if that's coming across as like, ooh, like, I'm in Jamaica, ooh, you know, I'm in LAX on a 25-hour layover. Like, I luck up and get good things on my 8 days, and I you know, international. I'm not an international girl. I love my domestics. And I think when people also apply for this job, they just think, I'm about to be in Nice, I'm about to be in Brussels, I'm gonna be sent to Iceland. Like, it's not, it doesn't work like that. But this is basically a cry for help. A 12-minute video crying for help, saying, reserve flight attendants, help your girl out. Leave a comment down below letting them know what the real deal is, because there's only so many things that I can say, and there's only so much information I have to even give about this. So yeah, that pretty much concludes this video. I hope it didn't come off as like, ah, because that's how I felt recording it. But I'm about to watch Law and Order and get this uploaded. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! Snapchat me at the Ashley Banks.